Hello, dear Veritas Antiqua listeners. Welcome to our journey into the depths of history and mythology. I am your mysterious narrator. If you are ready, I will lift the veil of time and take you on today's journey. Imagine waking up one morning. The sun has risen, but the sky is pale. The fields are there, but the seeds are rotten. The scariest thing is, healing has left the world. The herbs you know no longer heal. The water from the sacred springs no longer lowers fever. The hands of the wizards and sages are cold. In the ancient lands of Anatolia, the Livian people woke up one day to this nightmare. The people were devastated because their protectors, their doctors, and their medicines were all embodied in a single being. And that being was now gone. This is the story of Kamrusepa, the goddess of health and prophecy. This is the story of those left behind when the gods departed. The Livians, the mysterious neighbors of the Hittites, they did not like long, drawn-out epics. Their records give us only the main points. A few slogans, a few clues. They expect us to fill in the rest. And the legend of Kamrusepa is the most terrifying of these clues. Sources equate her with Katazapuri, the Hutti god of magic. She ruled not only over healing herbs, but also over the power of magic and words. The texts do not portray her as a passive healer. In one scene, she has harnessed her horses to her chariot and is preparing for a journey. Kamrusepa is a goddess of action, and the source of her power is an ancient art we call analogy magic. That is, the principle of like heals like. To understand this, we must go to the place called the Great River. Kamrusepa arrives at the river. She performs her magic, and suddenly, the fish freeze. They become tightly bound. The river calms, becomes crippled. It cannot flow. She has bound nature, just as she would bind an illness, a pain, a wound. The legend is actually part of a ritual. The goddess unties, releases, sets free the river and the fish. And with this action, the knot in the patient's body is also untied. But what if the goddess leaves without untying the knot? What if the river remains frozen forever? What if the cure itself is lost? The goddess left, but the illnesses remained. Those writhing in pain, unable to sleep from the ache. There is no one to heal them. But people must try. Now we are in a ritual. The legend is squeezed into this ritual. A patient lies in bed, suffering. Kamrusepa's servants, perhaps priests who have now been abandoned, desperately repeat the ritual. Bring the fire of the steppe, the well-grown wheat of the wet fields, red wool, black wool, green wool. These objects, all are loaded to the brim with magic. With symbolic movements, they are turned around the patient's troubled neck, around their aching feet. And the spoken spell begins, that ancient invocation. May the headaches turn to steam and fly away into the sky. Black earth, take the pain from the patient's hands and carry it away. The clouds cannot overcome the illness, but the sky and the earth, they will succeed. But the sky does not respond, and the earth does not accept the pain. The vapor does not fly to the sky. It remains as cold sweat on the patient's forehead. The analogy is broken. Without its goddess, the spell is just empty words. The world has lost its medicine. The healing herbs were still there. The rich flora of the Amanos Mountains. The very place where Gilgamesh sought the herb of immortality. But without the goddess, who would know which herb cured which ailment? Had the wise old women known as herbalists also disappeared? It was not only the gods who were lost. A text speaks of a lost dead soul. The great road, resembling Hades, has swallowed this soul. The soul wanders like a ghost in the mountains, valleys, and seas at night. The god is lost. Healing is lost. The soul is lost. So who will be the seeker? The only thing needed for the goddess to return was to repeat those magical words with true devotion, to spin the red and black wool in the right order, and not to lose faith in the balance of nature. in analogy. The legend of Kamrusepa whispers to us that healing is not only found in herbs or potions. Healing is hidden in that delicate bond with nature. And when that bond is broken, all medicine, all magic, becomes nothing but a helpless whisper. Thank you for joining us in this episode. You have been listening to the Veritas Antiqua channel. You can subscribe to our channel and follow us on social media to stay updated on new episodes. Farewell.